bar shortly before 7 o'clock yesterday. The people say when they arrived at the crime scene, a man was found suffering from a gunshot wound to the head. He was taken to the Savlamar Hospital where he remains in serious condition. The police say two men were having drinks at a bar when one of them took out a gun and shot the other in the head. The gunman then escaped in a waiting vehicle. The Savlamar police say they are yet to establish a motive for the shooting. As part of ongoing efforts to bring peace to the community of Flankers in St. James, the Saving Lives Through Enterprise project opened a car wash in the community this week. The car wash is expected to provide employment to young people and in turn help in the fight against crime. Kirk Wright reports.
The community of Flankers has been known for high levels of crime and violence over the past few years, but that's an image some people in the community are trying to change. Several young people from Flankers teamed up with members of the Youth Crime Watch of Jamaica organization to start a small business. Director of the organization, Alan Bernard, said the project will bring employment to youth at risk and will also help to dispel some of the negative stigma attached to the community.
What it has done, because we haven't seen much progress in terms of young people taking the bull by the hand. And what this has done is really and truly say, listen, that's a myth. That's a thing of the past. What we have now are young persons meaningfully trying to engage in a progressive kind of way. And the wider community looking on really appreciate it. For a number of reasons. Clearly, if the youth are involved in business, they have little or no time to involve in other activities.
Deputy Superintendent of Police for Community Safety in St. James, Paul Stanton, was at the opening and said initiatives such as this one will help to bring stability to the Flankers community. The project, which was funded by donations from residents in the community, now employs 6 persons in various capacity.
I feel so good about the support, and I know that from we are keeping something in the community, matters what happening in the community, we will get support.
Kirk Wright, TVJ News.
4 people escaped serious injury after they were involved in a motor vehicle accident yesterday along the Rocky Hill Main Road in St. Elizabeth. The injured persons were taken to hospital where they were treated and released. It's reported that yesterday morning a Nissan motor car with 5 people aboard was traveling from Lacovia to Santa Cruz when it was hit by another car heading in the opposite direction. The car then slammed into a nearby tree, injuring 4 of its occupants. Agriculture Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton is lauding farmers in Manchester this evening for their contribution to the sector. The Agriculture Minister said the parish produces 18% of the food grown locally. Dr. Tufton said Manchester is the 3rd highest producer of local food behind St. Elizabeth and Trelawney. The Agriculture Ministry said it has recorded an increase in the amount of land being cultivated, which leads to increased productivity.
Follow the best practices, they call it. So when we increase RADA's complement by adding more extension officers, provide you with technical support by telling you this is the way you plow the field, this is the way you prepare the ground, this is the way you plant the seed, and so on. We're telling you because we know that when you do it that way, the plant is going to respond to you better.
Dr. Tufton was speaking at a town hall meeting in Alligator Pond in Manchester recently. Members of the Brownstown Fire Department have a new dormitory this evening. Southwest Sudan Member of Parliament Othniel Lawrence says $1.5 million was taken from the Constituency Development Fund to complete the project, which was started some years ago by members of the fire unit. Assistant Commissioner at the Brownstown Fire Station, Vincent Hilton, says he's grateful that the project is finally completed.
The condition, the men were crammed in a small space, and to the extent that the beds had to be bunked, and the ceiling was very close, so the people on the upper bunk almost touching the ceiling when they have to jump off their beds to catch the fire unit to attend to an incident. And out of that, they saw the need to bring the beds down with a limited space, and they started the project. So it was a crammed area, and we are really appreciative.
Still to come in this newscast, a business review and news from overseas. Stay with us.